Have you ever paused to wonder, what if the universe has been whispering a message to you all along, and you've simply been too distracted to hear it? Since the quiet beginning of May, a subtle yet powerful alignment has been in motion, almost like a sacred pulse, vibrating just beneath the surface of your everyday life. What if I told you that six ancient numbers, each one charged with timeless energy, are now reaching their peak power, right at the dawn of May 2025? This isn't just luck, and it's certainly not coincidence. This is divine timing, and missing it could mean missing the breakthrough your soul has been silently praying for. These aren't just numbers. They are spiritual keys encoded with mysteries of meaning from sacred Buddhist teachings, celestial rhythms, and esoteric numerology. Every number hums with its own vibration, wealth, clarity, momentum, all converging in this one rare cosmic window. Think this sounds too mystical? Consider the wisdom of the ancient Buddhist monks, astrologers, seekers of truth, who all taught that when we tune our inner compass to the rhythm of the stars, miracles begin to unfold, like lotus blossoms in the morning sun. And right now, that cosmic rhythm is pulsing stronger than ever. In this video, I will share with you six powerful numbers that could shift your financial destiny not by chance, but by energetic alignment. These numbers were not picked. They were revealed through a sacred process, a blend of spiritual numerology, celestial timing, and deep Buddhist insight that transcends the physical world. And here's the most extraordinary part. The final number in this sacred sequence holds a rare magnetic force, an ancient link to wealth and transformation into fortune. You won't just hear it, you'll feel it, as if something inside you recognizes its truth. Stay with me until the end, and as a token of energetic gratitude, I will gift you a powerful bonus number one that's been chosen to amplify your abundance and trigger a ripple effect of prosperity across every area of your life. So, don't scroll past this moment. The universe doesn't knock twice in the same way. This message, this alignment, and these numbers may be the exact signs you've been searching for. As the Buddhist proverb says, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And if you're ready, this could be your moment. Before we begin, if you're new to this channel, Buddhism Trail, gently press that like button, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and anchor your intention in the comments below with the affirmation, "The God of the 11th hour will bless me in May." Let us align, let us believe, and let us receive. May abundance pour in like golden rain upon the faithful. Now let us begin. Let us begin this journey of awakening with the quiet but unwavering strength of the number 18, a number that does not shout, yet carries the thunder of resilience within its silent stride. Have you ever felt like just when you're about to break through life tosses another obstacle into your path? As if progress teases you but never embraces you? Then perhaps, just perhaps, number 18 has been waiting for you all along. It is the sacred emblem of persistence of the soul that refuses to bend under pressure. It carries within it the timeless truth whispered by Buddhist sages. The strongest tree is not the one that resists the storm, but the one that bends and rises again. Number 18 speaks directly to those who have been working tirelessly, whether in financial recovery, emotional healing, or long-term goals that still seem so far away. It doesn't offer you false promises of overnight miracles. Instead, it wraps you in the assurance that every step, every effort, every tear is moving you closer to something deeply meaningful. When you reduce 1 and 8, you get 9, a number in numerology tied to completion, enlightenment, and profound spiritual wisdom. This reveals the hidden message of 18, that true progress isn't just in what we build, but in what we become along the journey. And right now, in these first few sacred days of May, the universal energy sharpens like a blade, focused, purposeful, and divine. In this refined atmosphere, the number 18 rises like a loyal guide for the disciplined heart. Remember, the universe doesn't reward speed, it rewards steadiness. In astrology, 18 is governed by the moon, the gentle yet mighty force that moves oceans, stirs our inner tides, and governs cycles of spiritual transformation. If the early days of May have felt like a test, take comfort in this. The moon doesn't test to punish, it tests to prepare. You are not being blocked, you are being built. You are not delayed, you are being developed. Across sacred traditions, the number 18 holds mystical reverence as a symbol that fuses the material with the spiritual. It reminds us that true wealth is not just measured in gold or possessions, but in what you've survived, what you've learned, and what you now carry in your spirit. These first days of May are not merely dates on a calendar, they are sacred invitations. Let 18 be your silent compass. If you are battling financial struggles, mending emotional scars, or daring to reignite a forgotten dream, do it with intention, do it with presence. Let 18 light your path like a candle in the dark. And know this deep in your soul. You are not late. You are right on time. Now, the energy gently shifts from persistence to perception, from striving to truly seeing. We step into the mystical realm of the number 11, where logic fades, and inner knowing begins to speak louder than words. Have you ever felt a sudden flash of truth? A gut feeling so sharp, so precise that it stopped you in your tracks? That's not imagination. That's the sacred pulse of 11. As the sacred days of May unfold, the veil between the seen and unseen grows thin like morning mist, lifting to reveal a hidden temple. Your dreams grow bolder, your inner voice more assertive, and the intuition you've long second-guessed is now asking to be trusted. In the sacred science of numerology, 11 is known as the master key, a portal number that unlocks spiritual insight. Not through logic, but through whispers, signs, synchronicities, and those strange moments of déjà vu that make your soul pause and wonder. It's the universe speaking in a language older than words, messages hidden in plain sight. 11 doesn't just guide, it awakens. It activates a clarity beyond the mind, pulling back the curtain of illusion and allowing truth to stream in. So ask yourself, here in the early moments of May, what have I been sensing but ignoring? What truth has been trying to find me through the noise? Because 11 isn't just about receiving divine insight, it's about honoring it. Let the opening days of this sacred month be your temple. Let your intuition become the prayer that rises like incense. And let number 11 be the open door to deeper sight. Astrologically, 11 pulses with the energy of Uranus, the planet of disruption, revolution, and revelation. And right now, that current is electrifying the air around you. Insight no longer whispers, it flashes like lightning. Answers no longer hide. They arrive in symbols, in songs, in repeating numbers on clocks and receipts. That gut instinct you keep pushing away. That repeating sign you brushed off. These are not coincidences. They're divine nudges. The universe is trying to get your attention because something is shifting. For centuries, seers and sages have revered 11 as the number that opens gateways between realms. Even Nostradamus believed it was linked to prophecy and transformational truths. But you don't need to predict the future to receive this gift. You only need to be present. Especially now, in these first days of May, the spiritual atmosphere is alive, potent, listening. Are you willing to slow down to truly hear what's rising within you? If the number 11 keeps showing up in your life, in your dreams, on receipts, on digital clocks, it means the veil is thin and you are closer than ever to a life-altering shift. Say yes to it. Say yes to your own awakening. Comment below with, "Yes, I'm ready for abundance in the first days of May." And let your affirmation echo out into the field of infinite possibility. Your time is not coming. It's already here. As May's energy continues to rise like a sacred tide, we now transition from spiritual intuition into sacred action, the divine shift from seeing to building. Enter the realm of the Master number 22, known across numerology as the architect of destiny. Have you ever held a vision so vivid, so compelling, that it felt less like an idea and more like a command from your soul? That's the call of 22. Unlike dreamers who wish, 22 is the builder who does. And in these charged early days of May, its message rings clear and urgent. What will you make real now? What dream has lived in your heart long enough, waiting for your hands to give it form? The Master number 22 is rare, a sacred bridge between the ethereal and the material. It takes your highest ideals, the ones you may have doubted or delayed, and declares with authority, "Let's build this." And what better moment than now, as May usher in the season of cosmic renewal, of fresh blueprints and purposeful movement. In Buddhist teachings, enlightenment is not found in retreat alone. It is born through right action, through walking the middle path with intention. Number 22 reflects this truth not with force, but with focus, not with chaos, but with structure. It calls you not to rush, but to align. Astrologically, 22 hums with the energy of Saturn, the planet of discipline, structure, and karmic reward. Saturn doesn't bless the quick or careless. It blesses the prepared, the patient, the purposeful. That means every decision you make in these opening days of May echoes forward, setting in motion the manifestations of months to come. If you've been waiting for a sign to launch that idea, to begin building that dream, to commit to that vision, the answer is not just yes, it's now. Let these first days of May be your sacred foundation. Let 22 draw your inner architecture on the blueprint of destiny. Let your future rise, stone by sacred stone. True transformation, the kind that lasts, isn't born from impulse. It is cultivated with devotion. The mastery of 22 merges now with the transformative current of 27, inviting you to build and evolve in harmony. This is not chaotic change, but sacred, lasting progress. 22 asks you to dream boldly, but act wisely. It is the number of those ready to create something of deep and lasting value, whether it's a business, a relationship, a new chapter of self, or a profound reinvention of your entire life. The energy of 22 in these opening days of May offers you a quiet but powerful challenge. What goal can you set today that will echo into your future? Not someday today. Success, as 22 teaches us, is never found in wishing. It is forged through intention, through structure, and through sacred commitment. With 22 as your guide, you are no longer hoping for change, you are becoming the builder of it. Embrace this energy now, and you step into the power to construct something extraordinary, something enduring, something that will still stand long after May has passed. At the apex of our spiritual and energetic journey through the sacred numbers of May, we now stand before the doorway of number 27, a number that is far more than digits on a page. It is a cosmic gateway, a divine key that opens the path to transformation, resilience, and your destined success. Have you ever felt like you're standing at the edge of something vast, something just waiting for your courage to step forward? That edge is where 27 stands, Arms open. May 2025 ushers in a rare and potent celestial alignment that magnifies the frequency of 27, turning it into a beacon for those who are ready not just for personal growth, but for soul-deep breakthroughs. This is not about shallow success or fleeting wins. This is about rising into your full potential, syncing your inner world with the rhythm of the universe itself. In sacred numerology, 27 is revered as a masterful blend, the alchemy between achievement and wisdom, between doing and becoming. It is the elegant harmony between material success and spiritual awakening. This number speaks to those who understand that true success does not come from ambition alone, but from the resilience to endure and the self-awareness to evolve. It is the soul's reminder that if you wish to ascend, you must first go inward. If you seek abundance, you must align your intentions with the higher good. But why is 27 pulsing so powerfully in these first days of May? The answer lies in the cosmic forces converging now, forces of insight, karmic reckoning, and spiritual clarity. At this moment in time, the energies of the cosmos are not just moving around you, they are moving for you. They amplify the essence of 27, urging you to reflect on what has been and to consciously choose what will be. This is the law of karma, awakened and active. Mystics throughout history, including the great Nostradamus, understood the sacred weight of 27. He saw it as a number of reckonings times, when fate demands we acknowledge our past actions, accept our roles in our current story, and choose with greater wisdom the path ahead. But this reckoning is not punishment. It is redemption. It is the universe saying, "You've learned. Now you may rise." Baba Vanga, the legendary seer of the Balkans, revered the power of 27. To her, it was the number of karmic return and soul alignment. When 27 appears under potent astrological conditions, as it does now, it marks a turning point, a signal that we are being called to face the wounds we've avoided, to break cycles that no longer serve us, and to elevate ourselves to a higher, clearer, more conscious state of being. These first days of May are not simply dates on a calendar. They are initiation points. And number 27 is your invitation to walk through the fire of transformation with grace and courage. So let me ask you, what are you still carrying that no longer belongs to the future you are trying to create? What pattern is ready to end, and what truth is ready to begin? 27 asks not for perfection, but for presence. It doesn't demand that you have all the answers. It only asks that you start listening to your inner wisdom. In this sacred window of May, 27 becomes a divine ally. It whispers, "Now is your time to rise," not by avoiding the past, but by understanding it and using its lessons as fuel. If you're still with me, it's because you feel this energy. You know the universe is aligning something significant. Stay close, because the next number coming up soon will carry an even deeper signature, the perfect completion to the spiritual equation. But before we go there, let number 27 settle into your soul. Let it remind you that true transformation never comes from impulse, it comes from intention. It is born of reflection, nourished by persistence, and elevated by wisdom. In the first days of May, 27 becomes your inner compass. Let it point you, not just to success, but to aligned success, the kind that honors your past, transforms your present, and secures your sacred future. Think of 22 as the master architect of your future. It doesn't simply offer dreams, it offers blueprints. It whispers not of wishful thinking, but of sacred construction. As you stand at the threshold of May, number 22 emerges not as a fleeting sign, but as a commanding force, urging you to build with purpose, patience, and power. Have you ever held a vision so vivid it demanded to become real? That's 22 speaking through you. Unlike numbers tied to chaos or sudden disruption, 22 grounds you. It supports steady, calculated progress, the kind that doesn't crumble under pressure, but endures storms with grace. This is not a time for idle intentions. This is the hour for sacred strategy. As the first day of May dawns, let the energy of 22 ask you something vital. What bold yet grounded goals can I set today that will shape my future? This question is no small thing. It is your gateway to a new cycle of growth. 22 reminds us that success isn't born from fleeting wishes. It's carved from deliberate action day by day, stone by stone. Whether you are expanding a business, healing a relationship, setting a new direction for your life, or recommitting to personal mastery, 22 stands behind you like a cosmic builder's compass. You are being asked to design with intention, to act with discipline, to rise with vision. Let this sacred number remind you, you are not merely dreaming of a better future, you are constructing it now. We shift into the deeper current, the transformative force of number 27. Here, the journey intensifies. Number 27 does not whisper, it resonates. It is not a suggestion, it is a call. In the sacred architecture of numerology, 27 is the number of transformations, of spiritual elevation woven with worldly achievement. This is where ambition meets ancient wisdom, where effort aligns with destiny. On this powerful first day of May, and especially as we approach May 9th, when a rare celestial alignment amplifies the vibration of 27, this energy becomes something more a beacon. 27 is your gateway to profound change, both inner and outer. It challenges you to rise, not by escaping your past, but by transforming it. Have you been feeling a shift, a pull, a nudge to release what no longer serves? That is 27 guiding you. In the world of mystics and seers, 27 has long been revered. Nostradamus believed this number heralded moments of karmic reckoning, times when humanity must face its actions individually and collectively, not with fear, but with awareness. These are moments where we are called to accept responsibility, not just for what we've done, but for what we choose next. And what you choose next, dear soul, matters deeply. 27 embodies the law of karma, the sacred balance of cause and effect. What you put into the world, your words, your energy, your intentions return to you, amplified. But here's the miracle. Karma is not about punishment. It is about power, the power to learn, to evolve, to transcend. Baba Vanga saw 27 as a symbol of karmic reward and inner evolution. Under potent alignments, like the ones now unfolding, she predicted that people would be brought face to face with transformational moments. Old wounds would resurface, not to hurt, but to heal. Toxic cycles would break, not by chance, but by conscious choice. And those willing to do the deep work would step into greater clarity, purpose, and soul strength. So, ask yourself now, on this sacred day, what truth have I avoided that's finally ready to be seen? What cycles am I ready to end so I can step into who I'm truly meant to be? 27 teaches that success is never only external. True achievement is an inner alignment. When your values, your voice, and your vision finally walk the same path, you are not here to live halfway. You are here to rise fully, intentionally, and awake. Let 27 guide you. Now, let it challenge you to reflect with honesty, act with courage, and choose with clarity. The universe isn't waiting for perfection, it's waiting for your participation. As we prepare to unlock the next sacred number on this journey, know this. With 22, you built the foundation, but with 27, you become the architect of your soul's next chapter. This number, 44, calls us into sacred alignment. It does not shout, but it anchors. It whispers not of speed, but of strength. It asks, what will you stand for when the winds of life rise around you? As May begins, 44 does not simply walk beside us, it roots us. It invites us to rise in power, but with humility, to move forward, not in haste, but in clarity, and to awaken each step with purpose and quiet mastery. Let this be your turning point. Let May 1st be more than a date. It is your initiation. The first bricks of your new life are being laid. The question is, will you build on fear or will you build on faith? The sacred emergence of 44, the master healer of May. As we pass through the energy of 22 and the transformation of 27, we now arrive at 44, a master number unlike any other. It is the final blessing in this early May sequence. It does not just speak of beginnings, it speaks of what lasts. 44 is often called the master healer, not because it cures you, but because it strengthens you. It doesn't erase your wounds, it shows you how to rebuild with them. It is the spiritual architect of endurance. In numerology, the number 4 is associated with stability, hard work, and discipline. But when doubled into 44, its power is amplified, becoming a cosmic force of grounding, protection, and divine support. 44 offers you a platform strong enough to hold your entire future. Let me ask you, what part of your life is ready to be rebuilt stronger than before? 44 in 2025, a year of foundation and ascension. As we welcome May 2025, a month layered with potent celestial alignments, 44 rises not just as a number, but as a guardian. It stands as a protective wall between you and chaos, between you and doubt. It tells you, you've already survived storms. Now it's time to build your lighthouse. 44 does not rush, it remembers. It is the quiet force behind every wise decision, every boundary honored, and every patient effort that pays off. Wisdom from the mystics. 44 in prophecy. Ancient mystics like Nostradamus and Baba Vanga were said to recognize the spiritual magnitude of 44. Nostradamus believed that when 44 appeared, the world was being tested, and those who stayed rooted in integrity would not only survive, but lead others into light. They spoke of 44 as a number of divine protection, the kind of energy that surrounds you when you're doing hard things for the right reasons. Baba Vanga saw 44 as a pillar of cosmic trust, a reminder that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. She said 44 would appear during transitions, urging humanity to trust in the deeper order of things. Today, on this sacred first day of May, that message is for you: how to harness the power of 44. As you walk through the early days of May, carry 44 not as a number, but as a mantra. Let it guide your actions with patience, your goals with persistence, and your heart with courage. This is the perfect time to pause and ask, how can I embody this energy? How can I build something that not only succeeds, but heals, sustains, and inspires? 44 is here to bless your foundations, not just in business or money, but in identity, relationships, health, and purpose. It reminds you, you don't need to rush, you need to rise, stone by sacred stone. Final affirmation in your invitation. If this message has stirred something within you, then now is the time to declare it. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I attract wealth, success, and abundance. These words aren't just sentences, they're seeds. And when spoken with intention, they grow. If you felt the truth of this message, don't forget to like, subscribe to Buddhism Trail, and share this light with others. You never know who may need this energy today. Your journey is already unfolding. The path is beneath your feet. With 22, you began to build. With 27, you chose transformation. And with 44, you rise fully grounded, divinely guided, and unshakably strong. This is your time. Trust it. Walk it.